welcome back. Did you know that today is National Handwriting Day? Did you know that?
No, I didn't actually.
Well, really think about it. The art of writing in cursive has been lost in a world of text messages and emails.
Truly, it's an epidemic. And Gayna, Scott, and Nancy Cohen are here to tell us why it's so important to bring the focus back to the basics. Welcome, ladies. It's good to have you.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us. And yes, today is National Handwriting Day, and us in the handwriting community like to bring importance to actually handwriting, the art of handwriting. And specifically, Nancy and I are involved with Campaign for Cursive. And what we're a nonprofit grassroots group of dedicated people to bring recognition to the importance of handwriting and the development of the young mind, especially when kids are at that developmental age, learning this complex skill, which is visual, as well as their fine motor skills, up, down, left, and right. And also cognitively being able to remember what they're actually writing. It takes a lot of brain power. So there's mounting research that's showing that kids that actually learn this enhances their academic achievement as well as their self-esteem.
And Nancy, how widespread is it that people just aren't writing anymore?
People aren't writing all the time. I asked you guys right before the show, I said, how often do you put pen to paper? And both of you were like, a couple of times a day. Yeah, and there's real value. As Gayna was saying, I mean, if you are writing pen to paper, you are having better memory. There's studies out there to indicate this, and we're seeing more of those studies being done. So it's good for us. We're happy that the research is backing what we believe.
Well, yeah, and I was shocked when we were talking about it before the show, and I said, is there, an age group where they're not teaching cursive? I was actually a little shocked that it wasn't. And you said there are some states that actually it's not a part of their curriculum because they're more focused on the technology of what's going on. So how does that affect, I'm not giving my age away, but I was brought up learning cursive.
Yes, and it's varying from state to state, and actually since we've been doing Campaign for Cursive now for a couple of years, we're seeing a movement of happening that states are actually realizing they rushed a little bit too fast and didn't really look at all the research and see the benefits of this to kids learning this. And it's really tough in the school systems because teachers have a lot of pressure with the time that they need, but we feel it's a lifelong skill, and part of it's learning the methodology too. There's some that are really fun that you can incorporate technology as well to learn how to do it. So a lot of it is really figuring out which one to use to make it fun for them to learn, and kids love to sign their name.
Yeah, and we believe that both skills are really, really important and valid, you know. And there have been studies out there that indicate that kids should learn keyboarding, but not before 4th grade because they don't have that hand-eye coordination before then. So what we would love is to have kids learning manuscript, or what's commonly called print, in kindergarten when they're learning the alphabet and learning to write it. And then they can begin cursive right in 1st grade, and in as little as 10 to 15 minutes a day, they can progress and become proficient at it. And if they kept up that study through 3rd grade, then they'd be primed with great hand-eye coordination, that they've got the benefit of handwriting from that, and they could start keyboarding in 4th grade, and then they could continue both. It would be the best education we could give our kids.
Well, it would be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And I know today's National Handwriting Day, but we're kind of bringing it really local with events and things that we're doing to carry on that message, right?
Absolutely. Nancy and I are going to be going to the Children's Museum tomorrow, do some fun activities for the kids. We've got some prizes as well, and we've got Starbucks locally chiming in. And as a matter of fact, Starbucks has donated a coffee cup for you. This is a permanent marker for both of you, and our only request is that you write in cursive.
And then we write in cursive with it. I will promise that this pen will be only used for cursive writing.
That's fantastic. Well, and we were talking about technology a lot. What I find interesting is that we're going back a lot to handwriting too. Like tablets are starting to have pens as well. And I think it's interesting that there's going to be a marriage of the two going forward.
Yeah. That would be really, really great. And yeah, some people are saying that handwriting is sort of like the old tablet and chisel, like it's outdated, but it's really not. When you go to the grocery store, they are asking you to use that hand recognition software to either use your finger or a stylet and sign your name.
And is there something particular about Jack Lou's signature that you guys wanted to point out?
Well, we wanted to show how important it is.
Yeah.
And then do you have the photo of his? So his early signature was very unrecognizable. And the government was like, you can't be the treasurer and signing our dollar bill with that. You have to have at least a few letters that are recognizable in the signature. So the top one, as you can see, was his signature. And he was not going to be allowed to put that as the treasurer on our money. So there is value to having the skill.
And kids love to write their name. There's a sense of ownership and pride, and plus it's a very positive linguistic exercise for the kids. And the pride and ownership of their name.
It is.
It's pretty important. So,
ladies, I love your campaign. I love your message. And we want to get everyone out to, like you said, get the kids involved. So you and your kids are invited to the workshop at the Children's Museum Tucson on January 24th. For more information, you can call 299-7952 or log on to campaignforcursive.com. Thank you, ladies.
great. Thank you
you
very
both.
much.